SPB Garu. So it's a sad and a devastating day to meet this way today. So everybody has had a faint line of hope until yesterday night that SPB Garu will be back for us, will start singing for us. So, but I think our prayers proved futile, and we had to hear this, or rather say, woke up to this, very devastating news. It's indeed sad that our Indian music has lost its dearest son, and I think that the song today, I think entire music world and music fraternity, every fan, everybody's tone has been choked with with the loss that we are seeing today. So a lot to talk about him, a lot to cherish about him. Uh, but before that, I think we will start today's session with a light of lamp for him, and then observe a 1 minute of silence in his remembrance, and then let's talk about his achievements, talk about his contributions to music and the impact he had in each one's life, and including mine. I'll just share my experiences and just cherish his achievements, cherish what legacy he has left behind us. You know, so Srinivas Garu, maybe we'll just get started with the Diya.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So please, as a token of respect to the legendary singer, let's observe a minute of silence, and we'll resume back. Okay, Andy. So I think let's talk about our beloved SPB Garu. Let's cherish. Let's talk about his achievements. So to start with his journey, I think it was a. We'll have to go back to I think 55 years behind, where a 22-year-old young lad attended a competition where Ghantasala Garu and SP Kodandapani Garu, Madhav Peddi, Suresh Garu, they were all the guests, and our so the boy who won first place in the competition, he was noticed by SP Kodandapani Garu and was given his first opportunity in a Telugu film called Sri 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 Maryada Ramanna. SP Kodandapani Garu has been referred to as Guruji in many platforms by many times by Balu Garu. So his full name being Sripati Panditaradhila Balasubramanyam. The name called SPB Garu or Balu Garu, it's become so fond and people associate himself to their own. He was there in every emotion. I mean, I think it's definitely not an exaggeration if I say that for every emotion that we carry in our life, be it joy, be it expressing love to our loved ones, to our parents, to our kids, or to our spouse or anyone, or a pensive mood, a happy mood, a celebration with friends, while we cherish a memory, or even passing away of a loved one. I think he was there with us. I mean, his songs, his music were there. I mean, that was our only way to express our emotions. And unfortunately, today the irony I feel today is that to just come out of this pensive mood, we open any heavy songs or a song full of melancholy. I think it is still going to be SPB Garu's song. I mean, that is the irony. That's what makes me more emotional today. I don't think I'll be able to put into phrase what I feel, because the moment I heard the news today, I've seen the news today, I ceased to believe. It took me some time to believe that Balu Garu is not immortal, because all these days, being one of his biggest fan, I was thinking music. I mean, everybody of these personalities we adore, we keep in our hearts, we carry them with every phase of life. So the day we come to know that they are not immortal and they are like us, they leave us one day, that is, I think, the saddest moment, and it takes some time, I know, for each one of us to come to terms. I think that is what making us more heavy and choking us. And coming back to his achievements, the young boy who has started his Telugu career with SP Kodandapani Garu then rose to garner around 6 national awards, 25 state Nandi awards by Telugu state, and a number of awards. I think 3 or 4 state awards by Tamil Nadu, and also the prestigious Kalaimamani Award by Tamil Nadu government, numerous awards by Malayalam and Kannada government, and he holds the Guinness World Record for singing the maximum number of songs, around close to 50,000 songs in 16 languages. So SPB Garu is coming to his education. He attended JNTU Anantapur. He was a mechanical student. I have a reason to feel proud of, because I'm an alumni of the same. I still remember those words of few of my professors still echo in my ears. So I think if I keep talking, I think there's a lot to talk about him. There's a lot to talk about him. Definitely, he's a legendary singer. He has been in every walk of life, everybody's life. Today morning, I've been seeing a lot of messages in social media flowing in, a lot of tearful messages, and that just shows that though the person is not immortal physically, he will live on. SPB Garu will live on forever. I mean, so many millions of people expressing their sadness, millions of people unable to digest the fact, unable to come out of this fact. A lot of people cancel their activities today. They were in pensive mood, including age is not a factor, right from the age of 70 to 80 years to young kids, everybody being moved by his. And very recently, SPB Garu, he has started, conducting a lot of programs in television too, especially in Telugu and other televisions, the music competition. So that way, he has really come into our homes. So every household, every weekend, they get to see SPB Garu on screen. So just we can imagine the impact he had on music lovers and also the household people. So I don't think few minutes of this is enough to talk about him, his achievements. I would like to invite everybody in today's meeting to come share, celebrate his achievements, cherish him, and just talk about his legacy, their feelings with him. So let's first invite Jay Garu. Jay sir, if you are ready, we would like you to please come and share your experiences, your how you feel today, and what are your thoughts about SPB Garu?
Thank you, Gita Garu. Yeah, it's a very sad day for all for all yeah, all of us in the world of music, especially, and we lost a great legend uh, in SP Balasubramanyam. See, I got introduced into his music at a very young age when I was in 6 or 7 years old. There was a Ganesha Utsav near our locality, and there they were inviting SP. He was at that time had just started singing in Kannada movies, and he was beginning to kind of become popular. Uh, so I couldn't go because I was too young, and my parents wouldn't allow me to go. That too, it was at night. But my dad, he it was at that time was a staunch PB Srinivas fan. He was walking by, and then he heard the songs, and then he was surprised. Such a young boy, he could sing so well, and that's how I kind of got introduced into who SP Balasubramanyam was. And then later on, of course, his songs, he started singing more songs in late 70s and 80s. That was the golden age for Kannada music. Along with so many, he sang for all the heroes in Kannada movies and all that. So SP Garu was second song in his career he recorded was from Kannada movie called Nakkare Ade Swarga, meaning laugh is heavenly. So he always used to remember that where he came from, and he never he was always used to refer himself as adopted son of Kannada people, because he was so surprised by the amount of love Kannada people showed him, that he often used to say, almost every time he used to say, that if I have a second life, I would come back as Kannadiga. I'm sorry. I got emotional, sorry. So such was the person. And this morning I was watching one of those videos, and in that he was praising Muhammad Rafi. And he was saying that Muhammad Rafi was a great human being first, and then he was a great star. So he said that at the end, he says that in that video, you have to be a good human being before becoming a great star. So, and he lived through that kind of life. He practiced what he preached. So, and for me, every festival season used to be always, the day used to open with SP Balasubramanyam songs. And today I'm just going to sing one song, that is the Bilvashtakam. There was a temple near my house, and early in the morning during Dhanurmasa and also during Navratri, they used to play that. And so I carry that in my life. I mean, we grow up with that, and it's part of our life, in fact. So I'm just going to sing that song. It may be very difficult, but I'll try to cover that. Tridalam Triguණakaram Trinetrancha Triyayudham Trijanma Papa Samharam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Trishakaih Bilvapatraischa Achidrai Komalai Shubhai Tava Pujam Karishyami Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Koti Kanya Mahadanam Tilaparvata Kotayaha Kanchanam Shailadanena Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Kashi Kshetra Nivasancha Kala Bhairava Darshanam Prayage Madhavam Drushtva Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Induvare Vratam Sthitva Niraharo Maheshwara Naktam Haushyami Devesha Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Ramalinga Pratishtacha Vaivahika Kritam Tada Tataka Jita Santanam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Akhanda Bilva Patrancha Ayatam Shiva Pujanam Kritam Nama Sahasrena Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Umaya Sahadevecha Nandivahaname Bhasmalepana Sarvangam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Salagrameshu Vipranam Tatakam Dashakopayo Yagnakoti Sahasrascha Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Dantikoti Sahasreshu Ashvamedha Shatakrato Koti Kanya Mahadanam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Bilvanam Darshanam Punyam Sparshanam Papanashanam Aghora Papa Samharam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Sahasra Veda Pateshu Brahmasthapanam Uchyate Aneka Vrata Kotina Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Annadana Sahasreshu Sahasropanayanam Tadha Aneka Janma Papani Ekabilvam Shivarpanam Bilvashtakamidam Punyam Yahvatet Shiva Sannidau Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Sahamodate.
Thank you so much, Jay Garu. Thank you so much. That was very nice. And when you were saying about SPP Garu, right, that he always used to say that he was an adopted son of Kannada industry. I think he's maybe one of the singer, or maybe only one singer where I think every language owned him. You know, right? We, though his native is in Andhra, I think he was owned by every language. Even Tamil people owned him, Kannada industry owned him, Malayalam. I think that's such a rare feat. I think never before, ever after feat by any singer. You know.
So true.
And I think there was a time during 80s and 90s where every song from every movie had Balu Garu.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes. He was the only singer in the 80s, I think.
He was the only singer.
Yes.
So I was talking to my mom today, and she was very emotional. She got very emotional, and she was saying that during during the black and white days, we had different singer for each role. Like the comedians had different singers. The main leads, of course, had Ghantasala Garu for many languages, and we had a lot of singers, P.B. Srinivas Garu.
Mhm.
But when the era of SPB Garu started, I think we had SPB Garu for everybody.
Because he used to sing all sorts of, all the types of songs.
All types of
Be
songs,
it
and I think his voice is tailor made for every hero.
every,
Like
yes,
like today, if we just close your eyes and listen to a song, we feel that we can see the hero in front of us.
that's true.
We don't see SPB Garu or some we can't alienate him with that hero. That is his talent. I mean, truly a legend. But I know he will live on, and I
Oh,
think
definitely.
thank you so much, Jay Garu, for giving us this opportunity to remember him. So maybe let's next move on to our next guest. Uh, can we have Tamil coordinator Prem Garu to share his experience?
Good evening, everybody and viewers. This is Prem Kumar. I represent the music lovers and singers of the tri-state music group here in Washington DC area. Some of my friends are and members are also here listening to this and will also be participating. I have Shiva, I have Sangam, and I have Kamal. SPB was not just an Indian singer, he was an international figure all over the world. There are people who are really mourning his loss. All 16 languages, it's not one or two, it's not a small achievement. To sing in 16 languages, I wonder how many people are there who can do that. It's an achievement. And over 40,000 songs recorded. Over 40,000 songs. Yes, every language owns him. So much so for Tamil industry. The movie models, Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth, owe their, owe their popularity a lot to SPB for his voice. He was lending their voice. He was the ghost voice behind them singing. So SPB is a really very, very, very popular, loud person all over the world. And the world has lost a great musician today. As all of you know, he was not a trained musician. He picked up Carnatic songs also, like Shankarabharanam, etc., rendered beautifully, as would a Vidwan. When you sing Shankarabharanam, you listen to all the Swarajatis and everything that he rendered, nobody would believe that he was tutored to do that. It doesn't come easy. So we had a great singer, really, spanning 50 years. And of course, very close to Tamil Nadu. He was there in Nellore, out of the border line. So affinity was very high for Tamil Nadu. And KV Mahadevan, one must remember him as the music director, and MGR, who really put him on the map when he replaced TMS for Ayiram Nilaveva in the movie Adimai Pen. Thereafter, everything changed. Shivaji came and said, please sing Pottu Vaitha Mugamo for me, which would have been normally a TMS song for the Shivaji character. So he started replacing uh, stalwarts, even PBS. Everybody was there in the field when he entered. He rose very quickly in popularity. So great achievements. You can keep going for the next few years talking about all his achievements. I think above all, apart from being a musician, he was a very fine human being, very charity oriented. He has done a lot of charities. A very humble person, as one could see in the internet today. He even touched the feet of all the people who were going to carry him. I think he was going to Sabrimala. I think they were carrying him in a chair. Such humility is very rare amongst such senior artist. So we have a lot to learn from him. His spirit still lives on, and we here in DC are going to miss him a lot. He was here last year for a program, and I know my friends here and colleagues may want to say a few words. Geeta, with your permission, if they can go ahead with the Tamil group, Shiva and Kamal and anybody else who's there, please, you may share your thoughts or sing a song.
Yeah, sure, sure. Please welcome Shiva Garu and anybody who wants to share their experiences.
Yeah, it was a very devastating this morning when I hear that news. So it was absolutely total upset when I wake up. So talking about SP Garu. So I grew up with listening only his music. Because of that only I got passionate towards singing in Tamil. So from childhood onwards, all the celebration, I mean, any celebration is only with his song mostly. And my life is mostly around, listening his music. That's what I realize now. It's a great loss for music industry. And the people are saying there is a vacuum created, but personally, I don't think so. Because whatever the place he is in this musical world, nobody is going to replace his place. So I don't think it's a vacuum. So that place is going to be there always for him, even after 100 years. So, I really sorry to hear that news today. So I want to dedicate a song to Mr. SP sir. With your permission, shall I go ahead and sing? சின்ன புறா ஒன்று என்ன கனாவினில் வண்ணம் கெடாமல் வாழ்கின்றது. நினைவில் உலவும் நிழல் மேகம் 100 ஆண்டுகள் உன் புகழ் வாழ்கவே. 100 ஆண்டுகள் உன் புகழ் வாழ்கவே. Sir. ஒருவன் இதயம் உருகும் நிலையில் அறியா குழந்தை நீ வாழ்க. உலகம் முழுதும் உறங்கும் பொழுதும் உறங்கா மனதை நான் காண்க. கீதாஞ்சலி செய்யும் கோவில் மணி சிந்தும் நாதங்கள் கேட்டாயோ. மணி ஓசைகளே எந்த ஆசைகளே கேளம்மா, சின்ன புறா ஒன்று என்ன கனாவினில். மீட்டும் விரல்கள் காட்டும் ஸ்வரங்கள் மறந்தாயிருக்கும் உன் வீணை, மடிமேல் தவழ்ந்தே மறுநாள் வரை நான் மறவேன் மறவேன் உன்னானை. நீ இல்லையே இங்கு நான் இல்லையே, உந்தன் ராகங்கள் தூங்காது. அகங்களா இல்லை சோகங்களா சொல்லம்மா, சின்ன புறா ஒன்று என்ன கன. உன் புகழ் வாழவே.
Kamal, do you want to go next?
Sure, sir. Yep. First of all, thanks NRI Stream for organizing this. It's definitely a heartbreaking moment for all of us. Right? It's as if we have lost someone in our family. He's as close to our hearts as anyone in our family. It's that much. No, it's creating this sorrow. It's creating the feelings that you have. So I love SPB sir. I love his humility. Singing, acting, everything else is one portion. The other one is how humble a person he is. It's like the most genuine person you can ever see. With such a fame, not taking it to the head, right? And treating people equally. You can see like when he goes and sings for the troop, right? He actually does this for every single person in the troop. Okay, he will actually take the blessings and he will just make sure that he actually does this for everyone in the troop. Okay, so that much for his fame. No, and the name, he need not do anything like that, but he still does that. Okay, so such a nice, such a humble person. He will definitely live in our hearts, right? There is not going to be a day where we had not heard his music any day, right? Definitely it's my case. I can tell you there is not even a day where I have not heard his music, right? His singing. And there won't be a day till my life ends where I'm not hearing his music every day, right? So that's the impact that he has created. Okay, and I actually started loving few of the Hindi songs only because after hearing SPB sir sing. Okay, because till then it was a foreign language to me, being a Tamilian brought up in remote place. Okay, but I started loving Hindi songs after hearing SPB sir singing. Just to finish this one, I just want to sing like 4 or 5 lines of his song. Okay, which will mean that he has gone a long path where he is not going to return back, but and he has probably had a short life, but no, even if he dies, his music is always going to live. Okay, so probably some of you may know this song. போகும் பாதை தூரமே வாழும் காலம் கொஞ்சமே ஜீவ சுகம் பெறராக நதியினில் நீ நீந்தவா. போகும் பாதை தூரமே வாழும் காலம் கொஞ்சமே ஜீவ சுகம் பெறராக நதியினில் நீ நீந்தவா. இந்த தேகம் மறைந்தாலும் இசையாய் மலர்வேன். இந்த தேகம் மறைந்தாலும் இசையாய் மலர்வேன். கேளாய் பூமணமே சங்கீத நாளும் என் ஜீவனே எங்கும் உலாவுமே என்றும் விழாவே என் வாழ்விலே. தேங்க்யூ.
Thank you so much, Lee. That was really nice. Thank you.
Before I hand over the stage to you, Geeta, one information that I read was really very upsetting to me. That he goes, Lakshmikant Pyarelal asked him to do an audition before they let him sing Ek Duje Ke Liye songs. You know, even that he took with a lot of humility and sang for them. You know, he's such a great person. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. When you were talking about his humility, right? Yeah, I've seen that Sabarimala video where he was, touching the feet of the ones who carried his pallaki.
Yeah.
And I've also seen another video of him floating where he visited his fan in Sri Lanka who lost his eyes to a bomb blast. So he went, he met with him, he spent few moments with him, sang songs with him. I mean, those are little moments, right? Like that shows off how great he is at heart, not just talent. He just spread.
There are a lot of stories about his charity. There's one student, medical student in Jipmar, who lost his arm. It got cut and had to be severed. It had to be stitched back in Vienna in Austria. And he did a program free and brought all the musicians to raise funds in the university auditorium in Madras so that the student can go there. So he has done a lot of things, a lot of charities without getting publicity. He's been a very humble person.
Yes, definitely. And also, the saddest part is, I think, he attended a music program in Hyderabad, which was intended to collect funds for poor artists, and that is where he actually got corona. So though his family members were advising him not to go, he went ahead because of the cause. So he wanted to contribute from his side for the cause, for the charity, which was aimed to help poor singers. So I think that shows off his humility, that even his last moments, something that costed his life, even at that stage, he was still having his humility. He was still carrying it. So
very unfortunate that institute, that event, everybody there on the stage got it. Everybody was affected.
Everybody on the stage got it. Yes, I think 2020 has been definitely a devastating year. I think I think this is the first reason for every music lover, I think, to just keep away from this year. This is, I think, we were searching for a lot of reasons, lockdown and a lot of reasons, lockdown, economy, but I think this is one shattering and devastating reason that 2020 needs to be taken off from our life. Definitely, I mean, a loss that is that can never, that something that can never be made normal. A lot of us won't be coming back to normal. I mean, knowing the fact that we won't be hearing more songs of his in future. I can understand that every day we keep hearing a lot of songs of his, starting from devotional to everything. But that feeling that we'll not be able to see SPB sir anymore and his new songs, I think that is more painful. That is the most painful part. And Premgar, do we have anyone else from the Tamil team?
The Tamil, no, but the same group, Sangam is there. Sangam and Jiju are there at a minimum for the Malayalam group, but Sangam is also part of the Tamil group. That way, maybe Sangam can go next. If that's okay, I leave it to you.
Yeah, if Sangam Garu is ready, I think Sangamji, over to you. I think you need to unmute Sangamji.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear.
Thank you very much, Geeta Garu. Thank you very much for NRI Stream for this opportunity. We had different platforms to express, but this is a very good opportunity to pay tribute to SPB Garu. As Prem sir just said, everyone have a different path to knowing music and also coming to know SPB. The story here in terms of him singing 16 languages, which made me think how he has broken those barriers. What I would like to share is, I grew up in a small town in the suburb of Cochin. It's a small town where there is a music academy. I grew up listening to, just listening, not singing, just listening to music because the music academy is there in the town. You got the opportunity to listen to the music. But when I was around 15 or 17, listening to Malayalam songs, I started listening to Tamil songs because of my cousins, and I didn't know who the singer was, but I enjoyed the Tamil songs. And later on, came to know this was someone called SP Balasubramanyam. So the same goes with when I grew up, I started loving more and more of his songs. And now, the other day I was just talking to Jiju, who is also part of the Malayalam group, that we wish that he had sung more Malayalam songs. But it goes to his humbleness that he did not deny or, take again here, you can see that just as an example, whether it is Tamil or Malayalam or any other language, we just want to sing his song. If you like the song, if you can sing Hindi, we would just sing Hindi. So today it's very hard to digest what has happened, and I agree with some of us already mentioned that his song will live long. He will live in our hearts for long. And with that, I pray to God his soul gets peace. And the next I hand it over to anyone else in the Malayalam Singers group who would like to say any few words with your permission. Thank you. Sandhya, are you there? Would you like to talk?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So it's a really sad day. All of us are heartbroken, and he was one of the wonderful singers, and he had sung so many beautiful songs. And I have heard him like he has been more of a human being than he was a singer. And I just heard some of you mentioning that that was his thinking about people, like you should be a human being before you become a star, and he is a person who lived to that. So um, he left us, and he'll be there in our thoughts forever. So as far as Malayalis are concerned, we all remember him basically three categories of songs. So one is Changrabharanam songs, then the Tamil song Mannil Ennum Kadal. So that was the hit song at that time, and we all carried that song in our hearts. And the Ek Tujhe Ke Liye. So more than the Malayalam songs he has sung, we all remember him as through these songs. So it's very sad to see that he has left us, and also people own him. Whichever language, whichever state, people own him. And I am a member of at least 20-25 groups, and all the groups are, they are talking about him. They all are mourn on his loss. So um, so he'll be in our hearts and thoughts forever, and may his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandhya. So, Gigi, are you on? Anyone from Malayalam group, if you want to say a few words, please. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. So we also have our CATS, that is Capital Area Telugu Society President Sudha Garu. Sudha Garu, a few words from you about SPB Garu.
ఏముందండి, మొత్తం తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీయే కాదు, మొత్తం అన్ని సినీ ఇండస్ట్రీయే కాదు, మామూలు కామన్ పర్సన్కి అయినా సరే ఇంకా ఈరోజు హృదయం బరువెక్కకుండా లేదు. ఏం మాట్లాడాలనుకున్నా మనసులో బాధను బయటికి వ్యక్తం చేయలేని పరిస్థితి. ఇంకా ఆకాశంలో ఎన్ని తారలున్నా చంద్రుడు ఒక్కడే ఉన్నట్టు. తెలుగు గాయకులు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నా ఘంటసాల గారి తర్వాత ఇంకా మనం ఈ బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారి తర్వాత మరి ఎవరు ఉంటారా అని ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అయితే అనిపిస్తుంటుంది అందరికి. ఇంకా ఆయన లేరు అన్న నిజాన్ని అయితే ఎవరూ నమ్మలేము. ప్రతి గాయకుడు గొంతులోనూ కూడా ఆయన బతికే ఉన్నారు, బతికే ఉంటారు కూడా. ఇంకా 40,000 పాటల్లో ఆయనే ఉన్నారు. కాబట్టి లేరు అని ఒక పెయిన్ మనసులో అనిపిస్తున్నా కూడా లేదు, డెఫినెట్ గా ఆయన ఉన్నారు, మనందరి మధ్యలోనే ఉన్నారు. ప్రతి లాలి పాటలో కానీ, అమ్మ పాటలో కానీ, ఒక ప్రేమ పాటలో కానీ, ఏదైనా అన్నిట్లోనే ఆయన ఉన్నారు. ప్రతి లాంగ్వేజ్ లోనే ఆయనే ఉన్నారు. ఇంకా ఈరోజు తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీయే కాదు, తెలుగు సంఘాలే కావచ్చు, ఈ రోజు ఇక్కడ గ్యాదర్ అయిన ఇన్ని సంఘాలందరూ కూడా ఈ రోజు ఇంత కండాలని చెప్పుకుంటూ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చారు అంటే మా క్యాపిటల్ ఏరియా తెలుగు సొసైటీ తరఫున ఆయనకి నివాళులు అర్పిస్తూ, అలాగే NRI స్ట్రీమ్స్ వారు ఏర్పాటు చేసినందుకు మీకు కృతజ్ఞతలు అండి. నిజంగా అందరికీ కూడా బరువెక్కిన హృదయాలతోనే ఈరోజు ఈ మా క్యాపిటల్ ఏరియా తెలుగు సొసైటీ తరఫున నివాళులు అర్పిస్తున్నాం. ఈ భగవంతుడు ఏంటంటే ఇన్నాళ్ళు అమృతాన్ని మనకి ఇక్కడికి వదిలేనన్న మాట మర్చిపోయాడు ఆయన. ఈరోజు గుర్తొచ్చి ఇక్కడ ఉండాల్సిన అమృతం కాదు, ఈ దేవతల దగ్గరే ఉండాలనుకుని ఆయన తీసుకెళ్ళిపోయారు అని అనుకుంటున్నాను. దీని గురించి మన జ్యోతి గారు చాలా చక్కటి ఒక కవిత రాశారు ఉదయం. నిజంగా మనసుకి చాలా హత్తుకుంది. అమ్మా జ్యోతి గారు.
Namaskaram. Today we are deeply saddened. Today we are deeply saddened by the incident. Actually, this is not his time to go because he was fit, he was doing well, he was still doing the shows, and everything was going right perfectly in his life and also in our lives. Looking at him, learning from him, but today morning, after I got up, like actually from yesterday evening onwards, there were some rumors going on, and then they were saying that he was critical. But today morning, I was very eager to wake up to just hear the news that he was doing okay. But unfortunately, we heard this, and immediately I speak Telugu, so. I wasn't like in good moods today, and just immediately after, within half an hour, I don't know, I was putting something on the paper, and it turned out to be a good poem. That's what everyone says, but that was just, I was pouring out my heart for him because I have been his fan from the time like I knew the world of music. So this is just a small tribute. We call it Nivali in Telugu. So I'm just putting forward this for you all. Gala Nivali. ఏమైందని ఉన్నారు, వారున్నారు. ఎక్కడికి పోతారు? ఒక ఘంటసాల, ఒక బాలు ఇంటింటా ఉన్నారు, ఉంటారు. గాన గంధర్వులని బిరుదు వారికి ఏనాడిచ్చామో ఆ రోజు నుంచే వారు మన మనసులో లీనమయ్యారు. అవును, మరణం అనివార్యమే. కానీ ఇద్దరూ ఒకేలా మంచం పట్టి ఇలా పోతే పోని, అవి దేహాలేగా. ఒక్క మీట నొక్కామంటే ఠంగున మోగే కంచు కంఠాలు. వాళ్ళు మనతోనే, మనం వాళ్లతోనే. ఇట్టే కదిలించేస్తారు సజీవులై. నూటికో కోటికో ఒక్కరు ఎప్పుడో ఎక్కడో పుడతారు. వీరే వారు, వారే వీరు. వారిని అనుకరిస్తూ అనుసరిస్తూ వెళ్లాల్సిందే మన జీవితాలు. వారి పాటల్ని, వ్యక్తిత్వాల్ని అలవరుచుకున్న మన ప్రవర్తనే వాళ్లకు గళనివాళి. అని ఇద్దరు చెవిలో గూడు కట్టుకుని మరీ ఊరుకో పెడుతూనే ఉన్నారు కదూ మనల్ని. మరి ఈ చింతెందుకు దండగా? వారి పాటలు వింటూ వారిని స్మరించుకోవడమే మనకి పండగ. So this is all about like Ghandasala Garu, and comparing Ghandasala Garu and Balu Garu because both of them, they have the title Gana Gandharva. So this is our respect towards them. అసలు ఇవాళ పొద్దున్నుంచి మనసు అదోలా అయిపోయి, ఎందుకంటే బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం ఫస్ట్ నుంచి ఘంటసాల గారి పాటలు వింటూనే పెరిగాము. కానీ బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారిని ఎందుకు మనం ఘంటసాల గారితో సమానంగానే చూస్తున్నాం అన్న దానికి చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేను అలాగా వేసుకుంటూనే వచ్చాను. ఏంటి వాళ్ళిద్దరికి మధ్యన అంత తేడా లేకుండా సమానమే సమానమే అని ఎందుకంటున్నారని. గొంతు పరంగా చూసుకుంటే ఇద్దరు సమానమే, ఇద్దరిది అమృతధారలా కురిసే గొంతే. కానీ నాకెప్పుడు ఘంటసాల గారే ఒక మెట్టు పైన ఉన్నారేమో అనిపించేది. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన అడాప్ట్ చేసుకున్నారు. పాత తరం పాటల నుంచి కొత్త తరం పాటల వరకు ఆయన పాడి తన్ని తను మలుచుకున్నారు అని అనిపించేది. బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారిని విని 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 ఆ తర్వాత ఏమనిపించిందంటే, ఎవరికి నూతన్ ప్రసాద్కి కమెడియన్ గా పాడతారు, రాజబాబుకి ఆ గొంతులోనే పాడతారు. ఆయన మిమిక్రీ ఆర్టిస్ట్ అవ్వడం మూలంగా ఏంటంటే ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారి లాగా అసలు వాళ్లే పాడుతున్నారేమో అన్నట్టు ఆ వైవిధ్యం చూపించడం ఇది బాగుందని. అలా ప్రతిదీ ఏంటంటే ఆయన సంగీతంది పాడారు, మరి ఈయనకి సంగీతం రాదు కదా, ఈయన పాడగలరా, అయ్యో పాడారే అనుకోవడం. ప్రతిదీ ఆయనది ఓకే, ఇది గొప్ప అయ్యింది అని అనుకోగానే మళ్ళీ బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారిలో అదే క్వాలిటీ కనిపించేది. సో ఇలాగా నెమ్మదిగా ఏంటంటే అవును ఇద్దరు సమానమేగా, ఇద్దరు బాగా పాడుతున్నారుగా, ఇద్దరికి అన్ని వచ్చు కదా అని చివరికి మనుషులు మనస్తత్వాలు కంపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా ఆయనకి ఎంత దానగుణం ఉందో ఈయనకి అంతే దానగుణం ఉంది. ఆయనకి ఎంత వినయ విధేయతలు ఉన్నాయో ఈయనకి అంతే ఉంది. ఇలా రాను రాను ఇద్దరి మీద ప్రేమ ఆప్యాయతలు అనురాగాలు ఎక్కువైపోయి చివరికి వాళ్ళని ఆరాధ్య దైవాలుగా అనుకుంటూ ప్రతిరోజు వాళ్ళ పాట వినని రోజు ఉండదు మనకి. కానీ ఇవాళ ఇలా జరగటం మాత్రం దురదృష్టం. ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో ప్రత్యేకంగా ఘంటసాల గారి చెయ్యని నేను నా జీవితం అంతా కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటూనే ఉన్నాను ఇన్నాళ్ళు. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఒక మెట్టు బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారే ఎక్కువ. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎవ్వరూ వాళ్ళ భాష మాట్లాడట్లేదు పిల్లలు. ఆయన భాష మీదకి దృష్టి మరల్చి భాషని పైకి తీసుకురావాలి. తెలుగు వాళ్ళు తెలుగు మాట్లాడరు, కన్నడం వాళ్ళు కన్నడం మాట్లాడరు, తమిళం వాళ్ళు తమిళ్ మాట్లాడరు. నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్కి వెళ్ళేసరికి ఏంటంటే లాంగ్వేజ్ విల్ బి లాస్ట్. కానీ ఆయన తెలుగు ఇలా అవ్వకూడదు, ఇలా ఉండాలని మనకి పాడుతా తీయగా కార్యక్రమాలు ఏంటి, స్వరాభిషేకంలో కార్యక్రమంలో ప్రతి కార్యక్రమంలో ఆయన చెప్తూనే వచ్చారు. పిల్లల్ని దిశగా తీసుకెళ్తూనే ఉన్నారు. ఫస్ట్ లో థ్యాంక్ యూ, హలో, మై నేమ్ ఈజ్ అని మొదలు పెట్టే వాళ్ళందరూ నా పేరు, వెళ్ళొస్తానండి, ధన్యవాదాలు. తెలుగు రాని పిల్లలు కూడా చిన్న చిన్న పదాలే, కానీ ఏంటంటే ఆ వినయం విధేయత మా భాష పట్ల ఒక అవగాహన ఏర్పరచడానికి ఆయన చేసిన చిన్న చిన్న ప్రయోగాలు నిజంగా అవి మాత్రం ఇప్పుడు చెప్పడానికి ఇంకెవరూ లేరు. అదొక్కటి మాత్రం నాకు చాలా తీరని లోటు అనిపించింది. మరి ఈ అవకాశం ఇలాగా ఆయన ఒకసారి తలుచుకునే అవకాశం నాకు ఇచ్చినందుకు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ స్ట్రీమ్స్ కి కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుకుంటూ, సుధా గారికి మరొక్కసారి నా కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుకుంటూ ధన్యవాదాలండి.
చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. That was really emotional. Thank you so much. As Sudha Garu was mentioning, definitely when we lost Ghantasala Garu, there was a void in Telugu film industry, I mean across the South Indian industry, and when everybody was eagerly waiting who do we have to replace, we had SPB Garu. But yes, it's extremely sad that today we really don't have anyone. I was reading through few of the posts in social media that I think we'll have to wait for SPB Garu to take another birth and come back. That is the impact he created, and that is his contribution towards Indian cinema, Indian music. So thank you so much, Jyoti Garu. That was really emotional. So let's move on to our Telugu group. Naveen Garu, please share please share a few words about our legend.
Hi Geeta Garu, thank you so much, and I thank NRI Streams very much for giving me this opportunity to talk about this legend. I know it's really tough to digest. I think most of us will be in this trauma for a few more days because this is devastating, and really tough to accept this fact that legend is not anymore with us. I was just thinking about this, like why we are so depressed when it is Balu Garu, because like I know this COVID has taken away a lot of other lives. There are a lot of people, lot of things going on around in 2020, but why today it is even more depressing. I thought it is not fair because every life is more important. But again, still on the other angle, like, because like yes, since right from my day one of my birth, I've been hearing his songs, no matter what, like I mean, the radio or a TV or whatever. He has been in our lives. We are breathing his songs. So from the time, like I know that there is something called cinema, and there is something called song. It started with Balu Garu. So that's the reason he has been inspiration to thousands and thousands and thousands of singers. And then he really brought the cinema music to the common people. That is something his specialty. Like I don't think anyone else has done this in like Balu Garu. Like he's just not a commercial singer that a cinema needs. he's an encyclopedia. He's a person who can really inspire, not just in the commercial or movie aspect. He has a lot of he has lot of insight about everything in the world. And if you have seen him in the reality shows like Partatiga or any other shows, so it's not just that we wait for the singer to sing and go. It's all about, okay, this singer, the what will be the Balu Garu's analysis after this song? How will he really uh, come back with the background of the song? Because he almost knows about every song, though no matter what he sang, or some other singer sings, that like he respects the singer, he respects the lyricist, he respects the actor, he respects the participant of the show, he respects everything. Like, so that is what people have learned from him. uh, and I don't know, I didn't know that I'm going to talk today, because I was not in the mood to talk at all. But somehow, like, I wanted to, because Sudha Garu and NRI Streams has, uh, they really encouraged me to, like, speak few words. And and yeah, definitely we are not going to miss him. I know he's not with every day, like as we do, till today. So we will continue to admire Balu Garu no matter what he's around us. I know definitely he is divine. I don't really believe in God. I'm not exaggerating. He was my uh, music teacher from my day one of my birth. So uh, so that's what is all about. Not just me. I think almost every music lover has this opinion on him. Uh, I know. I don't think I can speak anymore about it. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And also, I represent the Telugu group. Anybody around, like Kashyap? Anybody around here to talk about Balu sir?
Yeah, I mean, I can continue.
So Geeta Garu, like, with your permission, like, Kashyap from Telugu group,
Sure,
he's
sure.
going to.
Sure, Naveen garu, please. Please go ahead,
Hello.
Kashyap garu. Please.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Sorry about that. But yeah, as everyone's mentioned, it's a very sad day today. SP Balu is definitely SP Balu Garu is definitely a legend. He continues to make us happy through the songs. Although he's not here anymore, just I was listening to his songs throughout the day, and I felt like a different way. It just felt so comforting in a way. Just growing up and listening to all his songs has made me very happy. A lot of the songs I sing when I go to performances and stuff are his songs, and it's kind of impossible to not come across his songs. They're in every single language, and it's just, I think what SP Balugar is showing us is like what's possible to do within a lifetime. I can't imagine in 74 years what he's done. There's nobody else that can do that. The fact that he's recorded 40,000 songs and sang in almost every language is just mind blowing. And I saw a fact about how he sang 21 songs. He recorded 21 songs in the same day for a Kannada composer, and then like 16 songs for a Tamil, all in one day. So from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., back to back, he kept singing. So other than singing, he's also such a humble, compassionate, and loving being. And just watching him, you can pick up so many traits that he has. And yeah, I mean, even if we're able to get 0.5% of what he's done, we're successful. Like I think he's like a superhuman. He's in every place. He's doing all kinds of things, other acting, directing, singing, and just doing charity work. The list goes on and on with all his awards. People from all different languages coming together gonna live on. It's gonna rest in peace, and we should celebrate the legacy he's left behind. So I'm going to sing a quick song, maybe just the Pallavi Charanam if possible, so other people will have the chance to. So I'm singing Mate Rani Chinnadani. Oh. మాటే రాని చిన్నదాన్ని కళ్ళు పలికే ఊసులు అందాలన్నీ పల్లవించే ఆలపించే పాటలు ప్రేమే నాకు పంచే జ్ఞాపకాలురా రేగే మూగ తలపే వలపు పంటరా మాటే రాని చిన్నదాని కళ్ళు పలికే ఊసులు అందాలన్నీ పల్లవించే ఆలపించే పాటలు ప్రేమే నాకు పంచే జ్ఞాపకాలురా రేగే మూగ తలపే వలపు పంటరా వెన్నెలల్లె పూలు విరిసి తెరెలు చిలికెను చింత చెరియాద మరిచి ప్రేమలు కోసెరెను చందనాలు జల్లు కురిసి చూపులు కలిసెను చందమామ పట్ట పగలి నింగిని పొడిచె కన్నె పిల్ల కలలే నాకిక లోకం సన్నజాజి కళలే మోహన రాగం చిలకల పలుకులు అలకల ఉలుకులు నా చెలి సొగసులు నన్నే మరిపించే మాటే రాని చిన్నదాని కళ్ళు పలికే ఊసులు అందాలన్నీ పల్లవించి ఆలపించే పాటలు ముద్ద బంతి తరవులు చిందెలు మధువులు ఊసులాడి మెరు వంగలు గున్నెల జిలుగులు హరివిల్లులోని రంగులు నా చెలి సొగసులు వేకువాల మెరుకొనుపే నా చెలి పిలుపులు సందె వేళ పలికే నాలో పల్లవి సంతసాల సిరులే నావే అన్నది ముసి ముసి తలపులు తరగని వలుపులు నా చెలి సొగసులు అన్నీ కనావే మాటే రాని చిన్నదాని కళ్ళు పలికే ఊసులు అందాలన్నీ పల్లవించి ఆలపించే పాటలు ప్రేమే నాకు పంచే జ్ఞాపకాలురా రేగే మూగ తలపే బలపు పంటరా మాటే రాని చిన్నదాని కళ్ళు పలికే ఊసులు అందాలన్నీ పల్లవించి ఆలపించే పాటలు. Thank you.
Thank you, Kashyap. Thank you so much. So next we have Krishna Garu from Telugu group. So Geeta Garu, can we have
Sure.
Krishna Garu?
Sure, Krishna Garu. Please share your experiences with us.
You are on mute. Unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. Namaskaram. Sorry.
I hope everybody can hear now. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Andy. Yeah.
Okay, can hear. Okay. So my name is Krishna Padagatapalli. I born and brought up in Visakhapatnam. It is so happened to met legend in my childhood once through Subalek Sudhakar Garu. He is actually my far distant relative. Uh, it's just at a glance for 5-10 minutes. Later on, I met him another one time for Partha Tiga selections in Visakhapatnam. Though I got rejected, but still I happened to speak to him for few minutes. Those two experiences I never forget in my lifetime. One thing I would like to tell, actually, I feel very comfortable talking in Telugu, so those words, but I'll try to explain in English and English also. In everyday puja or whatever, whenever we do pujas, we do Panchamrita Snanam Samarpayami, we make it. That means like, I don't know what is real meaning. We may not know full 100% meaning of that, but legend SPB gave us all kind of Panchamrutam to do almost for next 5 generations, beyond 5 generations and next 5 generations. He gave all kind of 5 types of Jonas, all Jonas he gave to the audience so that nobody can forget him in their next 5 to 10 generations. I would say that. That is the best thing he gave to us. He sacrificed most of his 20-30 years of life, though, but he didn't spend time with his family. But millions and millions of the audience are really enjoying, and they're going to enjoy his music, his tone, his voice, everything for next at least for 5 generations. That is what I would say. And another thing I'm trying to point is he has such a natural voice. Only he can replicate his voice. And anybody can want to sing, try to replicate or try to match his voice, but none can reach, and nobody can reach into his voice. I mean, the range, the pitch he goes, that nobody can match. Like only few are there, like Shankar Mahadevan and Balasubramanyam. So these 2 points I really would like to. I mean, when I met him in my Partha Tiga, that's what he mentioned. Like, see, your voice is very good, but you need to reach on such a level. It's an octave. He said at that time I'm with very minimal and less knowledge. I got to know a few points that he says that we need to reach such points that for the Shruti and all these things. And the range he started in front of me, I felt like, I could never reach in my lifetime. That's what I felt. So after listening to him and his voice and his small tips. So yeah, this too I would like to share with him, and definitely I miss him. We as you know, and one more thing I would say, he the way he sings, to the versatility that nobody is going to really, nobody going to replace his position. That's what I can say confirmly. So there are going to singers, there are going to be feature singers, or there are so many will come and go, but Balasubramanyam, legend Balasubramanyam's place cannot be replaced by any other singers. Thank you very much for giving chance and share my experiences. And one more thing is, I would say that while the way I learned this to Bilvastakam and Sivastakam while going to the school in my childhood, same way, like, every in my one of the shop, every other shop in the temples, they used to play all the same Bilvastakam and Sivastakam. Through that only I learned. That's it. Nobody taught me that. So that's the inspiration that I got from him. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you, Krishna garu. Anybody else from Telugu?
Naveen.
Yeah.
Sharath, hi.
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 Okay. Yeah, Sharath is from New Jersey. So Geeta garu, like Sharath would like to talk about Balu garu a few things.
Sure. Please go ahead, Shankar.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sharad Basmarti. I'm currently in New York. Definitely, as Naveen said, it's very difficult to talk today because I mean the legend from the body is gone. But definitely, somewhere around us, I mean, he has colored our lives with so many of his songs as if uh, I mean he resides in our heart, blood and bones all the time. Uh, I mean, I'm very much overwhelmed. Uh, and everybody, I mean, billions of people are are deeply saddened today for the demise of Baluji. I'll share one experience uh, when I met SP Balu Garu in New Jersey when he came for SPB 50 tour. I met him in a before the concert. I met him in a meet and greet in Royal Albert Palace in New Jersey. I'm talking about the humor. I mean, I before that I heard him on YouTube and on television, and a lot of people saying that he's very humble. I mean, I know that I mean, we all know it, but I've I've seen it practically. When I went there, he was suffering from cold. I mean, he was not well before the concert, so I went there to touch his feet, and he said, "I mean, I have no problem, dear, but I don't want my cold to get to you." I mean, such is his, I mean, love and compassion for everyone and his fans. I mean, with his songs, with now, I can't speak further. I mean, I wanted to. I mean, there are a lot of things to talk about him. A lot of people have told. I think Kashyap said that he just did a feat of sorts, like um, he just showed everyone uh, what it is possible in a lifetime. I mean, such amazing things he has done with his singing and various other things, and with the humanitarian heart he has. When this, I mean, this, I mean, it'll take a lot of time to talk about him, but my condolences, and he has not gone anywhere. He is with all of us. He is with me, and he'll live forever. Long live his songs and long live SPB. I'll just sing 4 or 5 lines, uh, which I mean he sang in a song called Vasu. నీ జ్ఞాపకాలే నన్నే తరిమేలే నీకోసం నేనే పాటై మిగిలానే చెలియా చెలియా ఓ చెలియా పాడనా ఆరాధనే అమృత వర్షం అనుకున్నా ఆవేదనే హాలాహలమై పడుతున్నా నాగానమాగదులే ఇక నాగానమాగదులే. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Long live SPB, and he is living and he is here. Thank you.
Really remembering SPB Garu, you really have that culture in your voice.
Thanks.
And
Thank you.
the song.
We all listen to him all the time, all day, every day. I think probably somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
as I told you, he's in us, inside us.
True.
He will never leave us. He will be with us forever. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sharad, for joining us today. Yeah,
Thanks, Naveen.
yeah, both of us had an opportunity to meet him,
Correct.
and like we had cherished wonderful moments with him on that night back in New Jersey. Yeah, definitely. ఆయన గానం ఎప్పుడు ఆగదు. అది నడుస్తూనే ఉంటుంది మన కోసం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. I
Thanks.
wanted to sing couple of lines, but I really could not. So I will take a different opportunity to sing. So yeah, I will take it. I mean, I'll give it to you, Geeta garu. Back to you.
So, anybody from the Malayalam group who wants to go ahead?
Yeah, we spoke, Sudha garu. Thank you. I don't know if Jiju joined in case. Anyone else from Malayalam group? Yeah, Sandhya and myself, we spoke representing. So.
Okay. And we also have Bhaskar Garu and few others, Madhu Naidu Garu, who joined. So maybe if they can also share their experiences because.
Hi, this is Madhu Naidu and I'm from New York. If I can say a couple of words about SP Garu. Um, it is really sad since last night I could not properly sleep or do anything whole day. He has been close to me right from childhood. I have seen him grow from Telugu singer to to almost any language, almost 60 languages. You already know everything about him. One I was really proud of him was for 75th anniversary or birthday of Lata Mangeshkar. She, with Muhammad Rafi, Kishore, Mukesh, all those senior singers not being there, she chose our SP Balu Garu for that as the main person, whatever they call in that 75th anniversary. The entire India was watching, and I was really touched and um, proud that a Telugu singer has broken all the borders and made himself as the voice of to be recognized by legendary Lata Mangeshkar. So you already know more about SP Garu than I do. But if I can, I haven't practiced, but maybe one or two lines of his first Hindi movie, that is Maine Pyar Kiya, I think, if I remember correctly. That's where he sang Dil Deewana. If it is okay, I will sing a line or two. Just
Please.
okay. Thank you very much. Thanks. And I may not be the same the way I sing. I'm not a singer. It is a passion just to sing. So you have to forgive my mistakes and all.
दिल दीवाना बिन सजना की माने ना दिल दीवाना बिन सजना की माने ना ये पगला है समझाने से समझे ना ये पगला है समझाने से समझे ना धक धक बोले हितरक डोले दिन रहना ये पगला है समझाने से समझे ना ये पगला है समझाने से समझे ना दर्द जुदाई क्या होता है तुम जानो मैं जानू ओ, दर्द जुदाई क्या होता है तुम जानो मैं जानू प्यार बुलाए दुनिया रोके किसका कहना मानू तुमसे मिले दिल को कुछ भी सूझे ना ये पगला है समझाने से समझे ना ये पगला है समझाने से समझे ना
I don't want to take your time. Thanks. And like all other singers since childhood, Rafi, Kishore, Ghantasala Garu, Mukesh, he has not had his own image and his own personality and his own voice that cannot be replaced. As you already said, he will be in our hearts forever and we will be singing it. We are fortunate to have heard him sing, and till we die, we will be having him in our hearts. Uh, Thank you very much. May his soul rest in peace. This is Madhu Naidu from New York.
Thank you so much, Madhu Garu.
Thank
you so much. Yeah. So, and we also have Bhaskar Garu, Samyukta Garu, who just joined, Siva Garu, and then Krishna Garu. I think they haven't spoken. So, if anybody wants to take over, maybe we can start with Bhaskar Garu. Bhaskar Murthy Garu, you want to say a few words about our legend?
భాస్కర్ గారు మీరు మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు.
సారీ. యా, భాస్కర్ గారు ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే. ఆయన ఇస్ ట్రూ లెజెండ్. దెర్ విల్ బి నో అదర్ పర్సన్ లైక్ హిమ్, నో అదర్ లెజెండ్, నోబడీ కెన్ రిప్లేస్ హిమ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఒక 40 మనం ఆయన పాటలు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి అందరూ వింటూ పెరిగాం. SP బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం, పి సుశీల పాటలు అనుకుంటూ. సో ఆయన పాటలు, ఆయన వెర్స్టైల్ సింగరు. ఎవరు కావాలంటే అలా, ఎలాగా ఏ హీరో కావాలంటే ఆ హీరో టైప్లో అలా పాడగలిగి అంతవరకు లేని ఒరవడిని ఆయన సృష్టించారు. ప్లస్ ఆయనంటే నాకు ఇంకో ఇష్టం ఏంటంటే స్వచ్ఛమైన తెలుగులో మాట్లాడడం. ఏఎస్పీ చైనా ఆయన అందరినీ ఎంకరేజ్ చేసేవారు. తెలుగు వాళ్ళు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడండి అని చెప్పి అనేసి, అక్కలని ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడద్దు. సో అది చాలా గ్రేట్ థింగ్ ఆయనతోటి. ఆయన పాటలు ఎప్పుడు మనకి గుండెలో నిలిచిపోతాయి. సో మరి ఆయన పాట ఉన్నంతకాలం ఆయన మన బతికే ఉంటారు. ఆయన ఈజ్ లివ్స్ ఫర్ ఎవర్ ఇన్ అవర్ హార్ట్స్, అండ్ as long as we sing out his songs, and yeah, it's a great person. May he rest in peace, and yeah, thank you for the opportunity to tell a few words about him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
లాంగ్వేజ్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి, వేరే లాంగ్వేజ్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి కొంచెం ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడదు వచ్చింది, లేకపోతే తెలుగు మాట్లాడడం కంప్లీట్గా. SP బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారికి కోరిక. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Very correct. Yeah, that is right. That's right. He would have really felt happy. Telugu and speaking in our mother tongue and pronouncing it. He always had this emphasis on pronunciation.
Yes,
Whenever
yes,
he,
yes.
he was hosting any show, he was
Yeah,
always
correct చేసేవారు.
emphasizing on yes, and just like Jyoti Garu said a while ago, he insisted that we speak, we greet, we talk, we express ourselves in mother tongue. With
Yes.
any language. So he was so
అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ తెలుగు పీపుల్ తెలుగు వాళ్ళు కలిసినప్పుడు కూడా ఇంగ్లీష్ లో మాట్లాడుకోవడం, తమిళ వాళ్ళు మిగతా లాంగ్వేజ్ వాళ్ళు పాటిస్తారు, మన వాళ్ళు పాటించారు. అది దురదృష్టకరం.
I mean, that was the first thing that has come to me when I heard the news. I'm like, now who is going to guide our young generation? Like, who is going to emphasize on the importance of mother tongue? He was very particular about that. Yeah,
Correct.
that's one thing we need to talk. And then I think we have Samyukta Garu who just joined. Samyukta Garu, do you want to share a few words about SPV Garu?
హలో అండి. నేను సంయుక్తని. యాక్చువల్గా నేనేం ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి అట్లా లేదు, కానీ ఒక 2 ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్లు షేర్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఇన్ కాలిఫోర్నియా మేబీ ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్ బ్యాక్ పాడితే తీయగా వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి మాకు దగ్గరలో జరిగింది. అప్పుడు ఒకసారి వెళ్ళగలిగాను, డైరెక్ట్గా చూడగలిగాను. ఆయనతో పిక్చర్ అది తీసుకుని మిథునం మూవీ చాలా బాగుంది అండి అని చెప్పాను. ఆ తర్వాత అంతకన్నా ముందు ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్ ఇళయరాజా కాన్సర్ట్ శానోజేలో జరిగినప్పుడు ఒకసారి వెళ్ళాం. ఫస్ట్ టైం లైవ్లో ఆయన ప్రోగ్రామ్ వినడం అదే ఫస్ట్ టైం. అక్కడ ఇంకా పెద్ద పెద్ద సింగర్స్ చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. నాకు ఇప్పుడు ఏం మైండ్ బ్లాంక్గా ఉంది. చాలా మంది సింగర్స్ ఉన్నారు. బట్ అంతమందిలో మన బాలు గారి వాయిస్ ఎట్లా స్టాండ్ అవుట్ అవుతుందంటే, అప్పటికే ఆయన అబౌవ్ 60s, వెరీ క్లీన్ వాయిస్ అండ్ అంత పెద్ద ఆడిటోరియంలో భలే సౌండ్ అవుతుంది ఆయన గొంతు ఆ ఏజ్ లో కూడా. ఆ తర్వాత నేను అప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు పాడుతా తీగ చూస్తా సిరీస్ చూస్తా ఉంటాను. ఆయన ఒకసారి చెప్పారు, ఎవరో పెద్ద విద్వాంసుడు ఈయనకన్నా చాలా గ్రేట్ సింగరు, ఆయన గొంతు మైక్ లో ఒకలా వస్తుంది, బాలు గారి గొంతు ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ గుడ్ వస్తూ ఉంటది. అది ఆ విద్వాంసులే చెప్పారట. ఆయన చెప్తున్నారు, అందరి గొంతు అలా మైక్ సూట్ అవ్వదు, దేవుని అనుగ్రహం అనుకుంటా, నా వాయిస్ అసలు అలా మైక్ లో రాగానే చాలా స్టాండ్ అవుట్ అవుతూ ఉంటది అని ఒకసారి ఆయన పాడుతా తీయగాలో చెప్పారు. అది నాకు లైవ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అనమాట, ఆయన్ని అలా శానోజేలో చూడడం. ఆ తర్వాత ఎప్పుడు అది అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తూ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ వింటూ ఉంటాను. 100 మంది పాడినా ఆయన భలే చక్కగా వినిపిస్తూ ఉంటది ఈ ఏజ్ లో కూడా. అంటే మనకి చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి తెలుసు అప్పుడు బాగా పాడతారు, బట్ స్టిల్ హిస్ 70s 60s ఆల్సో హిస్ వాయిస్ ఇస్ సో స్వీట్ అది చాలా అద్భుతంగా అనిపించింది. అండ్ అలా 2 సార్లు లైవ్ లో ఉండడం. అండ్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ దాట్, ఇంకా బ్యాక్ వెళ్ళి షేర్ చేసుకోవాలంటే, ఆయనకు బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్ కాకినాడలో ఉంటారు, ఆయన మాకు అంకుల్ అవుతారు. ఆయన మైమ్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేసేవాళ్ళని బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ డేస్ లో చెప్తా ఉంటారు. చాలా ఆయనతో కలిపి చేసేవాళ్ళు. అండ్ గంగాధర ఆర్కెస్ట్రా అని చెప్పేసి ఓల్డెన్ డేస్ లో అది చాలా ఫేమస్ ఆర్కెస్ట్రా అనమాట. మా డాడీస్ టైంలో అక్కడికి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేయడానికి వచ్చేవాళ్ళు. అప్పుడు చిన్నప్పుడు ఆయనతో మాకు ఫొటోస్ ఉండేవి. అలా ఆ కాకినాడ ఏరియాలో ఆయన అప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు విజిట్ చేస్తారు. అలా చాలా మెమొరీస్ ఉంటాయి. అసలు నేను చాలా పర్సనల్ గా తీసుకుని చాలా ఫీల్ అయితే బాధపడతా ఉన్నానండి. అది నా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, ఫ్యూ వర్డ్స్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
Very emotional, Samyukta Garu. And I am from Kakinada, and I think I know your uncle. Maybe can you tell his name? I think my dad knows your uncle.
యా, ఈఎన్టీ స్పెషలిస్ట్, ఫేమస్ అండి. ఆయన చాలా రోజులు వేరే కంట్రీలో వర్క్ చేసి వచ్చారు. డాక్టర్ దివాకర్ అంకుల్.
Dad is a very good friend of Divakar Garundi, because I remember your Divakar uncle, he took my dad to SPB Garu when there was a Swarabhishekam concert in Kakinada. So
మాకు అలాగే నేను వెళ్ళగలిగాను ఆయన ద్వారా.
yeah. So nice to know you, Samyukta garu. So nice to know you. And you were saying about voice, right? So one thing to mention is there is this program that comes in ETV Telugu every Sunday where all the singers come and sing. It's called as Shradhanjali. That is the magic in our SPB Garu's voice. He takes a song that he has sung almost 30-40 years, and it's the same thing. He recreates the same magic. I mean, one can understand that recording of a song is different from singing it on stage, because we have a lot of orchestra. We there are a lot of modulations that are done during recording. But I think he's probably one singer who can recreate that magic even after decades. So that is one quality of SPB Garu.
That too, not to forget, at the age of 74 also, it was sounding like the same exact way it was sounding in back in
True.
50s and 60s. I don't know how it is
Exactly.
possible.
I mean, 2 years ago, he has sung a song for Ravi Teja, who is of course elder than Sharvanan, and it suits him too. And now, if he sings a song for someone of age, Amitabh Bachchan ji or Chiranjeevi garu, it suits them. I mean, that is something very rare and a wonderful quality to talk about. And when Samyukta garu was also mentioning about concert, Ilayaraja's garu's concert, I think it's incomplete to talk about the relation Ilayaraja garu and SPB garu had. They were, for each other. I mean, they helped each other. They grew with each other, and I think prime time of SPB garu's and Ilayaraja garu's time, I think they were for each other, and I think that was the golden era of Indian music, I can say.
And one more thing is Krishna here. We are being in NRI so lucky that they did live performances across the US and across the globe. Most of us get to see him, at least not too closely, but at least on the stage in front of him, live performances.
Yes.
It's so goosebump situation when we went to the New Jersey his live concert with Ilayaraja.
Yes.
So moments.
Yes. So I got to visit Ilayaraja garu's concert, where I've seen Chitra ma'am, Raja sir, and SPB garu. Yes, it was a fantastic experience. I think that is one consoling element for me, that I was able to view the legend at least once in a lifetime. That is one.
Yeah, most of us could see him, at least to see him live singing. That really awesome moment.
Yes.
Nobody could forget that.
Yes.
Just I wanted to add only one line as you brought up about Ilayaraja garu. Yeah, definitely their prime time has been a wonderful musical era for most of the mature singers. And also, like, if anybody want to like know how a quality a singer has to render a song, yes, you have a huge library of their combo back from 80s and 90s. Just go listen to their songs, at least 2 songs a day. You'll become a gem of a singer, believe me. Yep.
That's true, Naveen gar. I mean, you don't need separate classical training or some light music training. Just go listen to the combo of SPB garu and Ilayaraja garu. I think that itself takes you, that itself helps you to dive through music. Seriously, that's a very good point that you mentioned. Yes. And
Another thing I would like to share. It's a little weird experience in my school days. We were asked to talk something about 3 to 5 minutes about some weird topics, some new topics. Being a Telugu medium student, so I was new that I've been budding into the music and all these things, the listening and the radios and all. Then I flashly they gave me just 10 minutes time, so everybody's talking about India, this, that, and all the things. Then I wanted to choose something different, and I choose this topic. Then Ilayaraja and Balu, the music and the things how they do it. They looked at me with weird face that what is this guy doing? I mean, is this required? Cinema is that is a taboo. Talking about cinema is not good thing at that time in the schools, especially. So they looked at me with weird face and weird expressions. But lately, people realized and they started into music and they're listening all. But that was a real weird experience that I had.
గీత గారు నేను కూడా ఫ్రమ్ కాకినాడ అండి.
ఎవరండి?
నేను భాస్కర్ మూర్తి.
ఓ భాస్కర్ గారు మీరు కాకినాడ. నైస్ నైస్ టు బి. My parents are still residing in Kakinada.
My parents were also అండి.
Really nice 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 to be.
ఒక 2 లైన్స్ పాడొచ్చండి ఆయన గురించి. ఎస్పీబీ సాంగ్ కూడా పాడదాం అనుకున్నాను.
Sure please go ahead అండి please.
पहला पहला प्यार है, पहली पहली बार है, पहला पहला प्यार है, पहली पहली बार है, जाने के भी अनजाना कैसा मेरा प्यार है, पहला पहला प्यार है, पहली पहली बार है। उसकी नजर पलकों की चमन से मुझे देखती, उसकी नजर उसकी हया अपने ही चाहत का राज खोलती, उसकी हया चुपके करे जो वफा ऐसा मेरा प्यार है, ओ पहला पहला प्यार है, पहली पहली बार है। वो है निशान, वो ही मेरी जिंदगी की बार है, वो है निशान, उसे है पता उसके ही हाथों में मेरी डोर है, उसे है पता सारे जहां से जुदा ऐसा मेरा प्यार है, ओ पहला पहला प्यार है, तेरी पहली बार है, मेरा पहला प्यार है, मेरी पहली बार है. Thank you so much. Great legend. We miss him.
Thank you so much.
Balu got a lot.
I don't say relieved, but I'm really kind of little happy to see everybody trying to cherish SPB Garu. That we do today.
సో గీత గారు, విత్ యువర్ పర్మిషన్, నేను తర్వాత అనుకున్నాను కానీ మేబీ ఈవెన్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు సింగ్ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ లైన్స్ ఆఫ్ బాలు గారు. యా, ఎందుకంటే ఏదైనా ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ సాంగ్ పాడాలంటే మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ కి ఫస్ట్ వచ్చే పేరు బాలు గారి పేరే. అది మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్ అదృష్టం, మన అదృష్టం కూడా. చిరునవ్వుతో మూవీలో ఒక చక్కటి పాట పాడారు ఆయన. ఆ చరణంతో పాడి పల్లవితో ఎండ్ చేస్తాను. నిన్నటి నీడలే కను పాపని ఆపితే రేపటి వైపుగా నీ చూపు సాగదుగా. నిన్నటి నీడలే కను పాపని ఆపితే రేపటి వైపుగా నీ చూపు సాగదుగా. చుట్టమల్లె కష్టమొస్తే కళ్ళ నీళ్లు పెట్టుకుంటూ కాళ్ళు కడిగి స్వాగతించకు. ఒక్క చిన్న నవ్వు నవ్వి సాగనంపకుండా లేనిపోని సేవ చేయకు. మిణుగురులా మిలమిల మెరిసే దరహాసం చాలు కదా. ముసురుకొనేని విలవిలలాడుతూ పరుగులు తీయదా. నవ్వే నీ కళ్ళలో లేదా జాబిలి, నవ్వే ముంగిళ్ళలో రోజు దీపావళి. ఓహో సంతోషం సగం బలం సాగవెగువమ్మ. ఆ సంగీతం నీ తోడై సాగవెగువమ్మ. నవ్వే నీ కళ్ళలో లేదా జాబిలి, నవ్వే ముంగిళ్ళలో రోజు దీపావళి. ఓహో థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ganesh, I think Ganesh garu just join ayyaru. Ganesh garu, you want to say something?
మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నా.
అంటే బాలు గారి గురించి చెప్పాలి అంటే గనక ఎప్పుడు ఒకటే అంటాను, కొంతమంది మహానుభావులు ఒక పాట ఉందన్నమాట, కోటికి ఒక్కరే పుడతారు పుణ్యమూర్తులు అని, వారి కొరకే వస్తారు సూర్యచంద్రులు అని. ఇక్కడ మన రోజు స్టార్ట్ అవటమే ఆయన గొంతుతో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఎండ్ అవుతుంది ఆయన గొంతునే ఎండ్ అవుతుంది మనకి ఎప్పుడు కూడా. ఏ పాటలైనాను ఏదైనా ఆయన గురించి చెప్పాలి అంటే కనుక నాకు పర్సనల్ గా కూడా ఆయనతో పరిచయం ఉంది. బట్ అది వేరే దానికి నేను రిజర్వేషన్ ఇచ్చాను, అందుకని ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడలేను, అది వేరే దీనికోసం. బట్ పాటల పరిస్థితి చూసుకుంటే గనక మీరు ఆయన బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలి అని చెప్తాను నేను. అంటే ఆయన పాటలే కాదు, మీరు చూసుకుంటే గనక డబ్బింగ్ కావచ్చు, యాక్టింగ్ కావచ్చు, అదే కాకుండా మీరు ఎన్నో ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేశారు. మన పాడుతా తీయగాను పాడాలనుంది ప్రోగ్రామ్ ద్వారా ఎంతో మంది సింగర్స్ ని పరిచయం చేయటమే కాదు, ఎందరో మహానుభావుల ద్వారా ఏంటంటే పాత తరం మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ గురించి మనందరికీ తెలియజెప్పారు. ముఖ్యంగా 1975 తర్వాత పుట్టిన పిల్లలు ఎవరన్నా ఉంటే గనక కడుపులో గర్భంలో ఉన్నప్పుడే ఆయన పాట వింటారు వాళ్ళు తప్పకుండా. అది వాళ్ళందరూ చేసుకున్న అదృష్టం. అటువంటిది ఈ రోజున కూడాను ప్రతి సినిమా యాక్టర్ని మీరు చూడండి, ఎవరు మాట్లాడుతున్నా ఎమోషనల్ గానే మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. నార్త్ ఇండియన్స్ కావచ్చు, సౌత్ ఇండియన్స్ కావచ్చు, ఆ సేతు హిమాచలం నుంచి మొత్తం భారతదేశం అంతా ఈ రోజున బాలు 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 అంటారు. ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళ కళల్లోనూ చెమ్మ ఊరుతుంది. అటువంటి మహానుభావుడు ఆయన చేసిన సేవ అది నిజంగా పూర్వజన్మ కృతం ఉండాలి. ముఖ్యంగా మనందరం కూడా ఆయన పాటల్ని ఇన్నాళ్ళు వినటానికి మీరు చూసుకుంటే మార్నింగ్ పూట బ్రహ్మమురారి సురాచితలింగంతో మొదలైతే కనుక రాత్రి పూట పదునేటప్పుడు కూడా పాడుకునే పాటలు ఓ పాపాలాలి జన్మకే లాలి అనే పాటతో మనకి రోజు ఎండవుతుంది. మీరు చూసుకోండి మార్నింగ్ పూట సారిగా పద్దాప సంగీత సాధన అది మీకు. అలాగే ఆయన పాడిన పాటలు ఏమన్నా సంధ్య పొద్దుల కాడ సంపంగి నదింది, ఎన్నో రాత్రులు వస్తాయి కానీ అని చెప్పేసి విరహం గురించి చెప్పేది. మీరు ఫ్లేవర్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా దాంట్లో ఆయనకు ఒక పాట ఉంది. ఇండియాలో ఏ సింగర్కి లేదమ్మా ఆ భాగ్యం. ఆయన అన్ని రకాల పాటలు 45,000 పాటలు 54 సంవత్సరాల ఆయన సుదీర్ఘ ప్రయాణంలో పాడారు అంటే అది నిజంగా భారతరత్న అవార్డు రావాల్సిన వ్యక్తి ఆయన. ముఖ్యంగా మనందరం ట్రై చేయాల్సింది ఒకటే, ప్రధానమంత్రి గారికి అందరం కూడా మన వంతు బాధ్యత కింద రాసి ఆయన చేసిన సేవ సామాన్యం కాదు. ఆయన ఎంతో మంది సింగర్స్ ని పుట్టించారు, ఎంతో మందికి పాత తరం వాళ్ళని పరిచయం చేశారు. ఎందరో మహానుభావుల ద్వారానే కాదు, మన కోవిడ్ టైంలో కూడా మీరు యూట్యూబ్ వీడియోస్ చూడండి, ఆయన ఖాళీగా కూడా పాత తరం సంగీత దర్శకుల గురించి, పాత తరం వాళ్ళందరి గురించి కూడా మాట్లాడారు అందరికీ తెలియ కోసం. తప్పకుండా ఏంటంటే అది చేసి భారతరత్న అవార్డు అనేది ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే అది చాలా చిన్నది. ఆ భారతరత్న అనేది ఆయన లభిస్తే కనుక అది భారతరత్నకి గౌరవం, ఆయనకు గౌరవం కాదు, భారతరత్నకి మనం ఇస్తున్న గౌరవం ఆయన ద్వారా. అటువంటి గాన గంధర్వుడు. తప్పకుండా నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్.
Thank you so much, Ganesh. Thank you so much. And yes, I think today I was just going through the message that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has, given as for SPV Garu, and he was mentioning about that our culture, our art will never be the same. There's always a void that our culture and our art will. There's always a void that cannot be filled. So on this note, I think it's a very good suggestion. Really, I think he should be awarded a Bharat Ratna, definitely.
ఎందుకంటే మనందరం ట్రై చేయాలి, ప్రతి ఒక్క భారత పౌరుడికి అది బాధ్యత. ఆయన చేసిన సర్వీసెస్ కానీ మనకి ఈ రోజున మనందరం కళ్ళనీళ్ళు పెట్టుకుంటున్నాం అంటే కారణం అదే. ఎందుకంటే ఆ గొంతుని మనం వినలేకపోతున్నాం అని చెప్పి బాధ మనం. ఎందుకంటే అది మన చెప్పాలి అంటే కనుక మన తల్లిదండ్రులు మనల్ని వదిలి వెళ్ళిపోతారు, తోబుట్టువులు వెళ్ళిపోతారు, కానీ బాలు గారు కొంచెం మనతో పాటు ఎవరి మినిట్ ఉంది. కారులో వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు కూడా ఆయన పాట గురించి ఆలోచిస్తాం మనం ఆటోమేటిక్ గా. సో అందుకని చెప్పి అది మనందరి బాధ్యత అని నేను భావిస్తాను.
తప్పకుండానండి. ఎందుకంటే మీరు చెప్పిన దాంట్లో ఒకటి చెప్పాలి. లైక్ ఐ వాజ్ మెన్షనింగ్ ది అదర్ డే, సో even at this stage, even when we are mourning for him, if you listen to any song that will relieve you, that will definitely be SPV Garu's song again. So any song that will help you to come out of this of this mourning or this pensive mood is again going to be his song. So
because like if you think about it, right, అమ్మను మించి దైవం ఉన్నదా తల్లి మీద, నవ్వుతూ బతకాలి రా తమ్ముడు, ఆ తమ్ముడు మీద మీకు ఏ రిలేషన్ అయినా తీసుకోండి, ఆయనకు ఒక పాట ఉంటుంది దాంట్లో. ఏ సింగర్ కి ఇండియాలో మీరు చూడండి, ఎవరికైనా ఉందేమో చూడండి. అదే కాదు, దేశభక్తి గేయాలు కావచ్చు, భక్తి గీతాలు కావచ్చు, ఎటువంటి రసమైనా సరే, రౌద్రరసం, కరుణరసం, హాస్యరసం, అన్నిట్లోనూ ఆయనకి పాట ఉంది. ఇటువంటి బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలి మనందరం ఉండగా ఆయన పుట్టడం, ఆయన పాటలు మనందరం చేసుకున్న అదృష్టం.
Seriously, we should really thank all the music directors, each and every music directors, each and every lyricist who has given us SPB Garu. They have really given him the chance and a chance for us to cherish and live in his era. I think we should be really lucky. As you said, he was a tone and tune of every emotion that we carried throughout our life. He was there with every emotion. Either a mom consoling a kid, mom expressing her love to kid, or a boy and a girl expressing their love to a loved one, sisters, friends, a celebration, everything. He was there. He was a tone and tune of every emotion that we carried all over our life. Yes.
Nowadays, like one thing I want to tell you, because of Parthathiga program, how much awareness he brought. And like not only, even if you are not a, you automatically become a judge. The way he explains to the people about how to sing the song, right, with expressions and everything. So everyone, like now, one time a few months back when I was speaking with one of my close friends, that's what he was telling me. because of SPB, now he knows, like if any singer sings, whether he's singing perfectly or not. That is the greatness of SPB.
That is right. That is right. And also, uh, he tells about the trivia for every song. He shares about his experiences. What happened during that day. What happened. That is how we teach our kids the history. The making of the song, the effort that was taken by every song. Like I think I know most of you follow, but if you haven't followed, I would suggest every one of you to please go and check his YouTube channel. So he has started SPB Talks. I think that's the channel that he started, where he started talking about his experiences about various singers, various directors, and his entire musical journey. Unfortunately, with this bad incident, we won't be able to see more videos, but at least he shared few experiences about the legends like Susila Garu, Janaki Garu, Ilayaraja Garu. So please do watch out. If that is going to console you, I would really suggest you, because I have been following his channel very recently, and he was
And
really.
also, he put it in different languages also, in
Yes.
English, Tamil,
Yes,
Telugu.
exactly. So he
They record in different languages.
Yes, he recorded it in different languages. So if you haven't already, I would suggest everyone, please go. That is an opportunity to see our legend, during his last days.
Yeah.
And
I think there are no other people, I mean, singers or musician, whoever are going to give us so much information like now in the future. In the Partatiga or Swarabhishek, there could be all programs, there will continue with the new people, new singers and the new judges, but we won't get the flavor of what the songs, how they did record and what was, how to pronounce each and every letter with the expression. Those kind of information we will not get it, I'm sure.
ఒక పాయింట్ పొద్దున్న ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ థింగ్, సంబడి ఇస్ సేయింగ్ దట్, నేను ఇంగ్లీష్ చెప్తాను ఎందుకంటే వేరే లాంగ్వేజ్ వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి. జస్ట్ ఐ వాంట్ లైక్ వెన్ డ్యూరింగ్ ఘంటసాల డేస్, ద ఘంటసాల used to sing for bigger stars like ANR and NTR and all this stuff, and then the medium range actors, the other singers used to sing, and for comedians there used to be a different singer used to sing for the. So in Balu, that's the specialty of Balu. He used to sing for person, for actor, like as if he is singing the song. So that's the greatness. That's the one of the versatile singer. Nobody can replace that one. Singer has their own unique voice that suits particular actor or actress, but a singer singing for all actors and in their own voice. Like you feel like in Sankarabharanam, we think like the Swamyajilu is singing the song, rather SP Balasubramanyam is singing the song. That's the greatness. That nobody can replace that. I don't think anybody can replace that. It's greatness.
yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, so many memories, so many things to talk about the legend. And can we hear it from Venu Nakshatram Garu's voice, like his experiences and SPB Garu, few words about SPB Garu. Venu Garu, waiting to hear from you.
హలో అండి.
Hello, Venu Garu.
అందుకే కొత్తగా నేను చెప్పేది ఏమి లేదండి. అందరూ చాలా మంది చెప్తున్నారు. అందరికి ఎస్పీ గారి గురించి చెప్పడం అంటే ఇంకా ఏమంటారంటే ఒక సముద్రంలో ఒక ఏమంటారంటే సముద్రంలో నుంచి ఏదో చిలికి తీయడం అన్నట్టే ఉంటుంది. సో కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే ఒక చిన్న విషయాన్ని నేను షేర్ చేసుకుంటాను. అంటే ఆయన మొదటి నుంచి ఒకటే ఏంటంటే, నేను ఎన్ని పాటలు పాడినప్పటికీ ముందు నుంచి పాడినప్పుడు కూడా పెద్దగా అంటే గర్వంగా నేనే ఒక సింగర్ని, నేనే పాడతాను, నా సంగీతం వచ్చు అని మాత్రం చెప్పలేదంటే ప్రతిసారి నేను స్టిల్ లర్నర్, ఇంకా నేను స్టూడెంట్ని, నేను ఇంకా నేర్చుకోవాలి అని చెప్పేసి సంగీతం నాకు తెలియదు అని చెప్పేసి వాడు ఓపెన్గా. అంటే ఈ రోజుల్లో ఎలా ఉందంటే కొంచెం పిల్లలకి కొంచెం తెలిసినా కూడా నాకు చాలా తెలుసు అనే టైప్లో అంటే బిహేవ్ చేస్తుంటారు. బట్ అప్పుడు అంటే ఎస్పీ గారు అంత అన్ని పాటలు పాడినప్పటికి కూడా నేను స్టిల్ ఐఎమ్ లర్నింగ్ అనే టైప్లో చెప్పడం. తర్వాత అంటే ఇంతకుముందు ఒక
నిన్న వీడియో చూస్తే నాకు తెలిసింది ఏంటంటే ఆయన ఒక సంగీతం సంబంధించిన ఒక పాట పాడమంటే, ఒక సంగీత విద్వాంసుడు పాడుతున్న పాటను పాడమంటే నేను పాడలేనండి, నాకు సంగీతం రాదు అని చెప్పేసి అప్పుడు ఆ డైరెక్టర్కి అసలు కనబడకుండా తప్పించుకొని, ఆయన రోజు నువ్వే పాడాలి, నువ్వు పాడాలి కంపల్సరీ అని అంటే నేను పాడనండి అని చెప్పేసి తప్పించుకొని తిరుగుతుంటే, ఇంకా బలవంతాన మీరే ఖచ్చితంగా పాడాలి అని చెప్పేసి ఆ డైరెక్టర్ పూహర్లేంది అనుకుంటాను, సో కూర్చుండబెట్టేసి పాడిపించారు. సో అట్లా ఒక అంటే ఒక అద్భుతమైన పాట మనకు వచ్చింది ఇప్పటికీ. అంటే ఆయనలో ఉంది ఆ కెపాసిటీ ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా ఏంటంటే ఆయన అంత ఓపెన్గా ఒప్పుకునేవాడు కాదు. అంటే నేను వస్తాను, నేను చేస్తాను, నేను పాడతాను అని. అట్లా వేరే వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన ప్రోద్బలంతో ఆయన పాడటం జరిగింది. సో దట్ ఈస్ వన్ థింగ్ అండి. అంటే మనం ఎంత నేర్చుకున్నప్పటికీ ప్రతిరోజు ఇంకా నేర్చుకోవాలి, ఇంకా చేయాలి అనేది మాత్రం ఒక బాలుగారి దగ్గర నుంచి నేర్చుకున్న ఒక మంచి సుగుణము. అంటే ఎప్పటికీ అంటే ఒక నిగర్వి, ఎప్పటికీ నాకు ఇది వచ్చు అన్నట్టు కాకుండా ఏదో చెప్పాలనుకున్నా ఎవరికి ఒక అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆ పాడతా చేయగల కూడా అందరికీ ఇప్పుడు వేరే సినిమాల్లో డైరెక్ట్ చూస్తుంటాం మనం ఏంటంటే ఇట్లా కాదు అట్లా కాదు అని ఏదో చెప్తుంటారు. అలా కాకుండా ఆయన ఏంటంటే దాన్ని ఎలా పాడితే ఇంకా బాగుంటుంది అని చెప్పేసి అంటే కేవలం చెప్పడం కాకుండా ఎలా పాడి చూపించేవాడు అన్నట్టు. సో దట్స్ వాట్ అతను ఇప్పుడు కిడ్స్ అందరూ కూడా ఇప్పుడు అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజు ప్రముఖ సింగర్ లాగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది కూడా ఆయన ఆ పాడుతా తీయగా నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు. సో వాళ్ళు చెప్పేది కూడా అదే అంటారు. అంటే సరే కొద్దిసేపు వినడానికి కొంచెం బాధ అనిపించచ్చు, కానీ అది ఆయన అంటే ఏదో ఇప్పుడు బాధించాలి అనుకుంటే అది వేరే విధంగా ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఇది క్యారియర్కి మీకు తోడయ్యేట్టుగా ఉండాలి కాబట్టి, మీకు ఫ్యూచర్లో పనికిరావాలి కాబట్టి, ఇప్పుడు ఈ క్షణంలో మీరు బాధపడ్డా ఫ్యూచర్లో మాత్రం మీకు ఇది చాలా హెల్ప్ఫుల్గా ఉంటుంది అని ఆయన చెప్పడము. వాళ్ళని ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నారు. అది అప్పుడు అనిపించింది మాకు, అయ్యో ఇట్లా అన్నాడని. బట్ తర్వాత ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళందరూ ఈ రోజు ప్రముఖ సింగర్స్ లాగా అంటే ఆఫ్టర్ 2010 తర్వాత అనుకుంటాను చాలా మంది సింగర్స్ తయారయ్యారు. వీళ్ళందరిలో బేస్ ఏంటంటే పాడుతా తీయగా నుంచి వచ్చారండి. సో బట్ ఎనీవే మనకు ఒక మంచి గాయకుడిని అంటే అనుకోకుండా ఐ మీన్ అంటే మనం అసలు ఊహించలే అంత హెల్తీగా. మొన్న కూడా పాట పాడిన నెల రోజుల కింద కూడా పాట పాడి ఇంకా అవన్నీ చేస్తున్నాడు. ఇంత త్వరగా మనం కోల్పోతామని అనుకోలేదు. సో దానికి నా ప్రగాఢ సానుభూతి అండి. ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు థ్యాంక్స్.
Thank you, Venu garu. You mentioned Vodka has been a phenomenal platform for a lot of singers. Smita garu, I think, our Sunita garu, Usha garu, and Mallikarjun garu, his wife Purnima garu. Well, I mean, a lot of young singers that we see today, most of the Telugu singers we are well aware of. I think that Padpatiga was a platform, definitely. And next, we have Raja Garu from Ohio. Raja Garu, you want to speak a few words? I think we lost Raja Garu. Okay, before Raja Garu speaks, anybody want to add few words? Want to say something?
Sure.
Yes, can I add a point to this? Hello.
Yeah, please, Sharath garu, please go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, పాటలు డబ్బింగ్ ఆయన డెఫినెట్లీ ఆయన ఐ మీన్ ఈజ్ అ జాయింట్ ఇన్ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్. ఆయన ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ చూసిన ఆయన గురించి విన్నా కానీ, అండ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఆయన ఓపెన్ హార్ట్ ఆర్కే కానీ, లేకపోతే వేరే ఇంటర్వ్యూస్లో అలీ గారితో చేసిన ఇంటర్వ్యూస్లో ఆయన ఐ మీన్ ద వే హీ స్పీక్స్ అబౌట్ లైఫ్ ఆల్సో, ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ అండ్ ఆయనలాగా అంటే జీవితం కూడా ఎవరైనా లీడ్ చేశారా అంత బాగా. హీ ఎంజాయ్డ్ లైఫ్ టు ద కోర్. ఎవ్రీ మూమెంట్ వాజ్ హ్యూమరస్. ఆయన క్రాక్ చేసే జోక్స్ కానీ, ఆయన మాట్లాడే మాటలు, ఐ మీన్ ఐ థింక్ హీస్ లార్జర్ దెన్ లైఫ్. I mean, definitely is larger than life. I mean, there is a lot and lot to learn from his life also. ఆయన చెప్పే ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ విత్ మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ కానీ మిగతా వాళ్ళని కలవటం ఆయన అంటే ఈవెన్ లైఫ్ ఈవెన్ he's also a life book, I can say. I mean, so many things, I mean, you can imbibe in life. I mean, such an emotional person. I mean, music apart, and a human being as well. I mean, he gave so much importance to life also, and a life ఎలా lead చేయాలి, and how you should. I mean, what really life is actually. I mean, such a philosophic way, but every moment he enjoyed and cherished. I mean, I think that also we have to learn from him a lot. I mean, we have seen him living such a beautiful life. That's all I wanted to add, Sudhakar.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we have a message from Sai Kumar Garu. Maybe we can listen to that message. Srinivas Garu, can you play the message that Sai Kumar Garu has sent across?
Got all the alphabets, you are worried about Tata, Dada, now all that stuff. No, Tamil is not an easy language. It's a very tough language, particularly the alphabet.
Yes. Prem Garu, you're on mute.
Sudhakar, you can. Sorry, you can go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying that every language has.
Go for the next person.
You can continue, Prem Garu. Yeah.
So I was just saying, every language has its own peculiarities and difficulties. In Tamil, the alphabet Ra, which makes it Tamil or Varai Param, is not easy to pronounce even for Tamilians. So as a Telugu person, he came here and mastered Tamil, and all the songs he sang was perfect diction. Similarly, Hindi and others. So 16 languages, each language must have had its own peculiarity. So, and he was recording songs so rapidly. It's amazing skill to do 20 songs in one day in any language. Even if you want to go do a concert, practice it and go for a known song that you have practiced every time. 20 is a challenge. To go and record 20 songs is something that singers only will understand. What a big challenge, and it's a God-given gift. The skill level was so high. Vishwanathan, MS Vishwanathan called him a blotting paper. Meaning, anything he heard, he just absorbed it. He absorbed like ink is absorbed on a blotting paper. That was his ability to grasp the finer nuances in the songs that he was going to sing. Sorry, this just came to my mind when I was thinking about him, so I just shared it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think Sudha Garu wanted to say something. Sudha Garu? No, okay. Next, I think.
కనుమరుగు కాయానికే గాని కీర్తి కొండదు, అవధులు ఆయుష్కే గాని యశస్సుకి కాదు. బాలు అన్నయ్య, మీ మంచితనం, మీ ప్రతిభ, మీ కీర్తి, మీ యశస్సు వెండితెర బుల్లితెర సాక్షిగా మా గుండె తెరపై శాశ్వతం, స్ఫూర్తిదాయకం. ప్రాతస్మరణీయం. ప్రాణాన్ని అనంత వాయువులకు, పాటని అశేష అభిమానులకు వదిలి వెళ్లిన గాన గంధర్వులైన మీకు వందనం, అభివందనం, పాదాభివందనం. అన్నయ్య, మీరు, మీ మాట, మీ పాట చిరస్మరణీయం. ఓం శాంతి.
తెలుగు భాషాభిమానులకి బాగా టచ్ అయ్యారు. అలాంటి మరొక వ్యక్తి సాయి కుమార్ గారు. అలాగే సాయి కుమార్ పంపించారు, అది ప్లే చేసుకుందాం.
యా, సో ఒకసారి మనకి శ్రీనివాస్ గారికి నేను మెసేజ్ పెట్టాను. సో శ్రీనివాస్ గారు కమ్స్ బ్యాక్, ఎవరైనా ఏమైనా యాడ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారండి?
Yes, this is Madhu. Can I? Oh, okay.
చెప్పండి. మీరు మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు మధు గారు.
When he was going to engineering college on his bike, he used to stop at a tea stall and listen to Muhammad Rafi's song. The way he said "ma" or in Hindi, how he said, if I could say that way, any girl would fall in love with me. He mentioned couple of songs, old songs, Abhi Na Jao Chodkar and other Rajendra Kumar songs. So everyone is impressed about the way he pronounces the ucharana and all, and he improved from day one to, because I listened to him from being Hyderabad. मैंने प्यार किया, when he sang बहुत प्यार करते साजन, his accent was still had a Telugu background a little bit, because I have been in Hyderabad. Then as he ventured through, now his pronunciation is clearly, don't get mad that, but he has improved so much that nobody would know that he's a Telugu, the way he sang Hindi songs later on. What I mean is, being such a great singer, he has developed the, as Ms. Vishwanathan said, he is a blotting paper. And in Antulini Katha also, he mimicked so much the song. And another thing I want to just add is, like Kishore Kumar did so many things in Hindi field, singing, writing, lyrics, music, acting. From Telugu, SP Balasubramanyam is the one who did equally the same and even more, because Kishore was limited with his languages, whereas Balu Garu has covered everything that is in India. So it is almost unique that we have someone from our region that has done so much. It's really I'm so proud. There is no end to all the. For example, Shankarabharanam, he was scared. He did not know Shastriya Sangeetam or whatever it is, but he did it. And the biggest reason for Shankarabharanam to become a hit is because of Balugari. Of course, Vishwanath, Somayajulu, everyone acted. Everything came out good. But Shankarabharanam, being in Hyderabad at the time, no Telugu movie theaters wanted to release the movie. They said, no, who is Somayajulu? Who is this? We cannot. This story looks weird. Then the Royal Theatre used to release only Hindi movies in Sultan Bazar. They took it. Okay, we need for a week or so. They took it, and then later on, I was there. You had to go get a minister's or MLA's recommendation to get tickets for Shankarabharanam. I'm just saying my personal experience. If Balu Garu did not sing, either for Sagara Sangamam or for Shankarabharanam, they wouldn't have been that masterpieces that we can think after 30-40 years also. He's a legend. We will forever, even after 100 years, people will be listening to his songs because "Ye Zindagi Usi Ki Hai" in the early 1949 50s, that was a song. And my cousin said, Madhu, after 50 years also we'll be listening to this song, Lata Mangeshkar. And still I am listening to that song made by C. Ramchandra